Hello friends, I am Arpit and I am here with today's analysis. Today is 14th of October and we are going to deal with three very important topics which are in news. First is Fortified Rice Initiative. The Prime Minister of India for the very first time talked about this in 2015 and now 2024 it has been integrated into the National Food Security Act, which is available to around 80 to 81 crore individuals in our country. Fortified rice is nothing but a nutritionally supplemented rice. Which kind of nutritions? Vitamin B12, iron, folic acid. Apart from these three, zinc and all can also be fortified. So we have a process of fortifying this rice, and that is basically adopted for enhancing the nutritional value of this rice. Next is Humsafar Policy. Now we all know the highway story of India, how one man, Mr. Nitin Gadkari, has transformed the highways in India. Transforming does not only stop at making good highways, but it extends to giving good facilities on the highways. And this is what Humsafar policy is all about, where petrol pumps will be equipped with clean toilets, dormitories, baby care centers, EV charging points, and amenities such like. This will enhance the experience of the travelers in our country. That definitely will be contributing in making a country incredible India. And the last is RBI launches climate risk information system. This climate risk information system is very much important for all the stakeholders associated with the RBI to consider the risks associated with climate change so that their, I would say, books or their balance sheets and all are not so much affected. They should be taking into account such kind of considerations with respect to climate change before making any policy decisions or making any decisions. Then we will go on to the MCQs and we will be discussing the answers to the MCQs of I would say Friday. Saturday, Sunday, we did not have the recordings due to the shell. Now, Fortified Rice Initiative. Fortified rice is basically nothing but, you know, a type of rice in which, some alterations have been done. Obviously, these alterations have been done for the betterment of rice. What is the betterment? To enhance the nutritional quality or nutritional, I would say, value of that particular rice. So, how it is done, we will see. Rice infill is there, normal rice grains which are there. Most of these whole rice grains go here. Broken rice grains, they are taken. Broken rice grains are converted into rice flour. In the rice flour, some vitamins and all are added. Vitamins like vitamin B12, vitamin K and all, A, zinc, iron, all these things are added. And then they are extruded to be made into, rice kernels. These rice kernels then are mixed with this whole grain rice or whole rice grains, and this mixed rice grains with these fortified kernels are called as the fortified rice. Now, on October 9, 2024, Union Cabinet of India extended the universal supply of fortified rice in all central government schemes providing free food grains under National Food Security Act 2021. And this is that umbrella act in which 5 kgs of food grains people are getting free of cost per person per month if that person belongs to a priority household, or if that person belongs to the Antyodaya Anna Yojana household, then that person will be getting 35 kgs of food grains per household per month. Which are these food grains? Rice, wheat, or coarse grains. So here rice, which will be disbursed to these people as part of the National Food Security Act, these rice quality will be fortified rice. Means additional nutritional supplements will be given to these people. This fortification is important because we need to tackle the high prevalence of malnutrition in our country. So what is fortified rice? It refers to that rice which has been enriched with essential micronutrients. Micronutrients like iron, like folic acid, like vitamin B12 to enhance its nutritional value and provide health benefits. Now, importance of rice fortification. What is the importance of rice fortification? There are high malnutrition rates in India, which can be tackled. According to many estimates, it is believed that 1 in every 3 malnutrition child in the world is in India. India faces significant malnutrition challenges, particularly among women and children. According to the government data, every second woman in India is anemic. Anemic means lack of iron. 1 in 3 children is stunted. Stunted means the height is low as compared to the age. National Family Health Survey, which is sample survey, indicates widespread anemia across age groups and income levels, exacerbated by deficiencies in vitamins and minerals. And rice is a staple food for more than two-thirds of the population of the country. They almost on a daily basis consume rice. Rice and wheat, वैसे तो they are the two most consumed food grains in the country and in the world also. But in our country, if I have to be specific, two-thirds of the population consume rice almost every day. And what if we enhance the nutritional value of that rice? So that is fortified rice, enhanced nutritional value, if there is that in any rice. Rice fortification process, how it is done. So process of fortifying rice can be achieved through several technologies, with extrusion being the most effective. So we also follow this particular technology called as extrusion. What is extrusion? How it works? Mixing ingredients. Dry rice flour is blended with a premix of micronutrients and water. So, like we saw in that particular image, the broken rice grains, they are converted into rice flour. Rice flour is mixed with these vitamins and water. So, premix of micronutrients and water is mixed with dry rice flour. Then comes this extrusion. This mixture is processed in a twin screw extruder, producing fortified rice kernels, FRKs we call it. They solidify, they convert it into rice kernels after that flour mixed with uh, I would say these vitamins, micronutrients and water. So that mixture is prepared, वो घोल बन जाता है, and then that mixture is dried and they are extruded. This process is called as extrusion. Fortified rice kernels are obtained and that closely resemble regular rice only. Drying and packaging, the kernels are dried, cooled and packaged with a shelf life of at least 12 months. And this, we are not consuming these rice kernels directly, we are mixing these rice kernels with the already existing rice. So we are blending it. FRKs are mixed with regular rice at the ratio of 10 grams of FRK, means fortified rice kernels, per kg of rice. So this is the mixing standard or blending standard. Talking about nutritional composition, according to FSSI norms, fortified rice typically contains iron 28 mg to 42.5 mg, folic acid 75 to 125 mg, vitamin B12 0.75 to 1.25 mg. Additional nutrients that may be included are zinc, vitamin A, various B vitamins like vitamin B12 and all, and many more can also be included. So largely this is the nutritional composition. Cooking and consumption, fortified rice can be cooked as and consumed just like regular rice only. There is nothing special procedure for cooking it and all. Simple as we cook rice. It should be washed and prepared in the usual manner. After cooking, it retains the micronutrient content and its physical properties. Packaging, how to identify whether a rice is fortified rice or not. There will be this plus F logo on it. Plus F means it is fortified. The statement for fortified with iron, folic acid and vitamin B12 indicating its enriched status. Progress on fortification initiative, how it has progressed, how much it is available to us in the country right now. So announcement was done for the very first time by the Indian Prime Minister in 2015 in his Independence Day speech, and a target to fortify rice distributed under various government schemes by 2024 was announced by the Prime Minister in 2015. Now it has been implemented in 3 phases. Phase 1 completed by March 2022 covered integrated child development services and PM Poshan Abhiyan under this. In phase 2, completed by March 2023, extended it to the public distribution system and welfare schemes in 112 aspirational districts. Aspirational districts have been identified by Niti Aayog, these are the most backward districts where healthcare, nutrition, education and all are struggling. So there we needed to, bring fortified rice before. Then phase 3, targeted by March 2024, aims for universal coverage across all districts. Now, this is being achieved that in all the districts of the country under the National Food Security Act, where food grains are distributed free of cost, and they will be distributed free of cost till 2028. Rice, if they have to be distributed, they will be fortified rice which will be distributed. Financial aspects, the estimated cost for rice fortification is around 2,700 crore per annum, which is less than 2% of India's total food subsidy bill. This definitely can be undertaken by the government. Since 2019-20, approximately 406 lakh metric tons of fortified rice have been distributed through PDS. There are 925 fortified rice manufacturers in India capable of producing 111 lakh metric tons per annum, with blending capacity across mills reaching 223 lakh metric tons monthly. Now, government has also invested 11,000 crore rupees in developing fortified rice supply chains. So, government is doing what it should, enhancing nutritional supplements for us, making sure that these nutritional supplements reach the last mile and consistently keep on reaching the last mile. Then only we would see, malnutrition statuses being improved in the country, which is very much important because a healthy population is very much intrinsic of a developed country. Next is Humsafar policy. So when we talk about this man, Mr. Nitin Gadkari, he is known as the road man of India. He is definitely credited for constructing world class highways in the country. But these world class highways will only be called world class highways if the traveling experience on it will be good. What if you are not able to find any toilets? What if you are not able to find charging points for your EVs? What if you are not able to find, some place for your babies to relax? Then those highways will be only highways with, less driving pleasure or less experience. Now, this Humsafar policy of the government aims to enhance the experience of the people or the travelers on the highways. So, this Humsafar policy is aimed at improving wayside amenities along national highways in the country. Now, key features: which kind of amenities will be provided? Policy will introduce essential facilities at fuel stations alongside highways, like clean toilets, baby care rooms, wheelchair access, electric vehicle charging stations, parking spaces, dormitory services. All these are, or these will be provided alongside or in the uh, petrol pumps. Presently, we have toilets and they are mandatory in every petrol pump. There should be, but yes, uh, this is some added features which are there on the board, which you are seeing, which will be there. The user experience, the goal is to create a convenient, safe and enjoyable experience for highway users. This initiative also aims to empower local entrepreneurs, generate jobs and improve livelihoods for service providers. Need for standardization. Current situation, while there are existing facilities like dhabas, roadside restaurants, food courts and petrol pumps, they lack standardization and quality monitoring. Standardization means all the petrol pumps in the country will be having these standard facilities. It will be mandatory for them to have. So this standardization will be there, so you will be tension free. Acha, this thing to we will get, that thing to we will get on this petrol pump or that petrol pump, like this. And obviously, when that mental peace will be there, your travel will be more enjoyable. It will be more pleasurable. Impact of Humsafar policy. Policy will require all service providers to improve their offerings by standardizing facilities, ensuring better services for commuters. The minister's remarks on this, benefiting local communities. During the launch, Gadkari emphasized that the initiative would benefit local marginalized groups in the society because these people will be running these facilities. These people will be earning money out of them or out of these facilities. So definitely it is a good initiative. Enhancing travel experience, the scheme aims at facilitating smooth, safer and more pleasant journeys for travelers. Implementation details. Facility planning, government plans to set up at least 950 wayside amenities, primarily on high speed corridors and highways with 4 or more lanes as of now. It will be spaced approximately every 40 to 60 kilometers along the highway. Visibility and promotion. Service providers will be allowed to put up signage for their establishments on national highways. So you will be able to, reckon, or you will be able to recognize that this kind of facility is going to come. These kind of boards, hoardings and all will start from, a few kilometers ahead of it. And the government will be sponsoring that particular advertisements and all, increasing their visibility to the travelers. Additionally, their presence on the NHAI's Rajmarg mobile application will boost online visibility. So online visibility will also be there. There's this NHAI's Rajmarg's online application which you can download and which you can see that I'm going through this route. What is ahead of me? Is there any facility coming ahead of me? All these things you can see. Online, so you can see over here. Offline, you can see big hoardings which will be, put up by the government's expenditure only, so that people, the travelers, come to know that this kind of facilities approaching. Additional information, longest national highway NH44, also known as the old NH7, is India's longest national highway stretching 3745 kilometers from Srinagar in Jammu and Kashmir to Kanyakumari in Tamil Nadu. This will also boost this particular, Humsafar kiosks and all. Next and the last piece is RBI launches climate risk information system. Now, climate change is one thing which is impacting one and all. It is impacting the businesses, it is impacting the governments, it is impacting the people. So this impact of climate change has, compelled many governments to do climate risk assessments. Whatever decisions they are taking, whatever projects they are launching, they have to assess those projects from a climate change point of view. If possible, make them robust, make them resilient from any disasters due to climate change which are happening. If possible, you know, try to reduce the risks so that the losses are reduced. And when the losses will be reduced, it will be, not reflected on your balance sheet. Your balance sheet will be more robust. And that is the ultimate objective of this initiative launched by RBI, that is Climate Risk Information System. The Reserve Bank of India announced creation of Climate Risk Information System RBCRIS to address the growing risks of climate change to the financial systems. What is the aim of the system? To help regulated entities assess climate risks to ensure the stability of their financial operations. So, regulated entities for RBI are banks. If banks are disbursing loans for a project, so RBI is advising them, ki, bhaiya, have you done climate risk assessment? Means the project which you are disbursing loans for, what if that project, gets inundated or gets submerged underwater due to climate change and all, especially in coastal areas and all, this is the threat. So these kind of assessments need to be done, and for that purpose RBI has created this assessment matrix. Financial stability is ultimately what it is focusing upon of the regulated entities. It is essential for banks and financial institutions to conduct climate risk assessments to maintain the stability of their balance sheet and the broader financial system. Else, if loans and all are disbursed for those projects which are climate, I would say riskier projects, or where the climate risk is too high, then, there will be chances of higher NPAs also, or rising NPAs as well. NPAs, non-performing assets. Need for quality data. Effective assessments require high quality data about local climate conditions, forecasts, and emissions. Currently, available data has gaps such as fragmented sources and varying formats. So, that needs to be streamlined, that needs to be standardized. Now, features of climate risk information system. There are two components. It will, have two main components. First is web-based directory. This part will list various data sources, example meteorological, geospatial, and will be publicly accessible on RBI's website. Second is data portal. This will contain processed data sets in standardized formats and will be available to regulated entities in phases. Phased launch of RBI. RBI plans to start with the web-based directory, followed by a gradual rollout of data portal to ensure smooth adaptation for regulated entities. Guidelines for regulated entities. On February 28, 2024, RBI issued draft guidelines for disclosure framework on climate related financial risks. These guidelines require regulated entities, means banks and all, to disclose information in four key areas. These key areas: governance, strategy, risk management, metrics, and targets. The aim is to inform all the stakeholders, such as regulators, investors, and customers, about the climate risk faced by these entities and their strategies to address them. So, main thing which we need to understand is RBI is not saying ki bhai, don't disburse loans. RBI is saying disburse loans, but do climate risk assessment. If the climate risk assessment is manageable, if the risks and all involved which are manageable, go ahead. If they are not, then you should stop. So, this is basically the ultimate objective of this particular scenario. Now the MCQs based on the today's topics. First is, which of the following nutrient can be present in fortified rice? Vitamin B12, vitamin C, zinc. Find the correct combination. Second, consider the following statements and mark the correct one. Fortified rice is distributed in National Food Security Act allocations. Second, anemia can be targeted by fortified rice. Which of these statements are correct? Third, the Humsafar policy announced by Government of India deals with creating which facilities on the petrol pumps? Clean toilets, baby care rooms, dormitory services, EV charging stations. Carefully answer these questions. And the last question is, the climate risk information system launched by RBI aims to generate awareness among the users, going paperless, to help regulated entities assess climate risks to ensure the stability of their financial operations, or none of the above. Carefully answer this question also. Now the MCQs of 11th of October. Which of the following pathogen causes trachoma? It was very simple. Bacteria. It is a bacterial disease, and for that purpose antibiotics are administered, and antibiotics is part of the safe strategy also. So the second question brings us to safe strategy only. So which of the following are not part of the safe strategy for tackling trachoma? Sanitation, definitely safe. S stands for sanitation only. A stands for antibiotics. Azithromycin as an antibiotic is given. S basically stands for, this SS stands for surgery. F for facial cleanliness also. And E stands for environmental improvement. Environmental improvement में sanitation will come. ठीक है? So it is like this. So B, anti-allergic medicines is not part of it. It is antibiotic which is part of it. Third, consider the following statements with respect to Malabar exercise and mark the correct one. It started as a naval exercise between India and Japan. This is wrong. It started as a naval exercise between India and USA. USA participated in this exercise for the first time in 2007. No, Japan participated in it for the first time in 2007. USA to 1992 onwards it is participating. So this statement is also wrong. Australia has been a regular participant in this exercise since 2020. Yes, this statement is correct. So only 3 is going to be the correct answer for this question. Which Indian naval vessel participated in exercise Malabar 2024? It is completely factual. INS Talwar, no. INS Sindhuveer is not the correct option. It is a submarine gifted by India to Myanmar. INS Vikrant, no. It is the aircraft carrier. INS Delhi is the correct answer for this question. And the last question for discussion, consider the following statements and mark the correct one. The national target for tree and forest cover, it is not first, it is forest cover, in India is 33%. Yes, this is correct. More than half of UTs have met this target currently. 5 UTs have met this target. So this statement is also right. Both 1 and 2 are the correct options. So with this, we have come to an end of today's session. I will see you tomorrow now with more such informative news pieces. Till then, you guys very well know what to do. Keep studying, keep reading, keep writing, and most importantly, keep revising. Namaste. Jai Hind.